All right, we are back for another conversation, and today we're looking at a tool we found, as always, over on the AI Agent Store.
Yep. Today we're digging into something called the Together Open Data Scientist. It's categorized as an AI data analyst.
An AI data analyst, okay.
Yeah, and the core purpose really is to be this open source tool that automates the entire data science workflow from end to end. It's meant to just take a data set and, get to work.
Okay, so let's unpack this a little. The foundation it's built on is the React structure, that's reasoning plus acting.
Right.
And for anyone who isn't deep into agent architecture, this means it's not just summarizing text. The reasoning part is it thinking about what technical act it needs to do next to the data?
Exactly. It's figuring out the steps.
Yeah.
So it automates all those essential kind of time-consuming tasks
Like running the exploratory data analysis, the EDA,
and feature engineering, training some baseline machine learning models, creating plots.
all the initial grunt work, basically?
Yeah, all of it.
Hmm.
And then it generates a really structured analysis report. So you go from like a raw CSV file to a polished summary in one go.
That is a massive amount of time saved. But hang on a second. Delegating EDA is one thing, but, feature engineering, that's super contextual. How is an LLM actually running code at that level? It needs an environment, right?
Well, that's the acting part of React. It literally executes Python code.
Ah, okay.
And you can run that code in two ways, either locally using Docker or in the cloud with something called Together Code Interpreter or TCI.
And that's an important distinction, I imagine.
It is because TCI gives you a secure sandboxed cloud environment, which is pretty critical since the AI is generating this code on the fly. You don't necessarily want that just running wild on your own machine.
That makes a lot of sense. So the target audience here is clearly, the data scientist or the ML engineer who is just tired of writing the same boilerplate code for every single new project. But this is where it gets really interesting for you. We have to talk about the warning label that comes with it.
Yes, the big caveat.
Because if we're running AI-generated code, reliability and security, they become a huge concern.
And that's the critical piece for you, the listener, to really internalize. The software is explicitly labeled as experimental.
Experimental.
And because all the code and the analysis come from a large language model, that code might have errors. It could be buggy, or it might just implement a suboptimal approach without even telling you.
So we are definitely not talking about some production-ready system that just replaces a human analyst.
Not even close, no. The risk means human oversight is completely non-negotiable, especially if you're making, critical business decisions based on this.
So what's the best use case then?
It's best for exploration, for learning, and for getting that super fast first-pass analysis. It's a phenomenal prototyping tool, but you absolutely have to supervise it. I mean, if it chooses a bad feature transformation, your entire model downstream is built on a shaky foundation.
So it's a force multiplier for all the repetitive stuff, which then frees up your mental energy for the actual thinking. And the best part, especially given that it's experimental, is that the whole project is open source and it's free.
Yeah, which is huge. It lowers the barrier to entry for this kind of high-level automation, so anyone can really just try it out.
So my final thought for you listening is this. Just imagine how much faster your initial data exploration gets when you can delegate all those basic repetitive steps like generating summary stats and baseline models to an agent. It frees you up almost instantly for the deeper critical review. That's where your human expertise actually adds value instead of you spending 3 days staring at a blank notebook.
It's all about rapid but supervised analysis. It's a powerful tool as long as you use it with a healthy dose of skepticism and validation.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you for joining us for this conversation. If you found it useful, please do remember to rate us.
And you can explore this agent and a whole lot of others over at AIAgentStore.ai.